I'm Ash, and I'm a philosophy major with a chem minor. Um,
Yeah.
um, I took a class with John Sullins just for fun, and it was awesome. So changed my major. Well, I dislike that all of the options have been cut. Um, yeah, no electives, no bueno. Um, Most of the teachers are awesome though, especially Sullins. um, Discussing topics gets a lot more in depth than it does around other people, and people generally think more when discussing it. In other majors, it's sort of like, I don't know, sounds like a bunch of stupid freshmen, which, yeah,
Which it is.
oof. Epicurus, done. um, well, I completely agree with his philosophy that life is about enjoyment and fulfillment, and about helping not only ourselves but also each other uh, have fun and yeah, and enjoy who we are and where we are in life. I think that's probably a good traits for a parent to have. Um, Plus, from what I've heard, he has an awesome garden to hang out in. Probably not a whole lot directly. I'm not planning on using it at all in a career. uh, but it's made me more humble in my thinking and sort of more open to just hearing other ways of looking at things. Um, so certainly when I go to vote, I'm sure it'll have an effect there. Um, Sort of I don't know what the proper terminology is, but the interplay between rights and responsibilities. Um, yeah. Uh, Especially on sort of whatever hot topic issues, you know, sexuality and the whole like marriage thing and other stuff like that. I think I'm certainly more able to look at things from multiple points of view. Um, Also, I'm probably a lot faster on my feet with thinking about that kind of thing. Um, yeah. I think for one thing, to sort of force people to realize how ignorant they probably are about a lot of things. And then also to help teach people to be more compassionate and be able to see the world from more points of view. Well, I mean, certainly be ready to admit, at least to yourself, that you're going to be wrong about a lot of things. And that there doesn't need to be a right answer um, to a lot of things. Say a huge mix of hubris and humility, often in the same individual. Also, they tend to be pretty smart. Not necessarily like, you know, in sort of good at science and math type terms, but quick on their feet, and yeah, able to approach things intuitively that they've never had to approach before. Get some really interesting arguments. Okay. Well, this is sort of response to Morgan's answer. And I'm sure a mathematician would be like, "Mah, you're wrong." But one thing that I've sort of taken away from math classes especially is that thinking of infinity as a number just won't work at all. It's more just a concept. And so, like, to say that an infinite number of lines would be required to fill that circle, well, infinity isn't a number. So it sort of destroys itself in that. And the first thing that I thought of when the question was asked was, can things really be infinite? Because with dark energy and, that light loses energy as it travels, there's, to a certain extent, an edge of the universe simply because there's a point at which there is no amount of energy something can start with to ever get past that point. And
so, assume everything has the same starting point?
Well, it wouldn't need the same starting point. It could be a reference from where it started. That there's, like, that though space may continue on, there is a distance at which no thing continues on. I don't think that really answers the question, but still just an interesting way to look at it. Yeah. Because that's like high school doesn't really teach you anything useful. So if they just taught philosophy, at least you could use that.